So I want to talk a little bit about some of the platforms in 2020, what we're seeing from them. So the big one that everyone's really familiar with, I would say for the most part in the e-commerce world, is Shopify. They've really solidified their position as one of, if not the top platform in 2019, and I think you're going to see that continue in 2020. So I think they've done a really good job in the SMB space. A couple of things that I'll be looking for in 2020 that'll be very interesting is how they kind of continue to grow in the Enterprise Plus space. They obviously have Shopify Plus. I think you've already started to see kind of a big wave of some larger sites moving to Shopify Plus that historically might be on something like a Magento or Salesforce Commerce Cloud / Demandware or Hybris. A good example is Staples Canada, actually recently launched on Shopify. I'm sure because they're in Canada and Shopify's on Canada, that might have had something to do with it, but they were able to launch successfully. So it'll be interesting to see if there's more kind of larger companies like that. The things that I'll be looking for with Shopify are, how they handle this kind of enterprise wave, which is very different than their traditional smaller customer. I'm also interested to see how they kind of grow in the headless space. We're definitely seeing more and more headless Shopify websites, but Shopify is a lockdown platform. You don't have full access to the code. They lock down checkout quite a bit, so that'll be interesting because headless is a little bit more of a custom decoupled front end from the Shopify platform. It'll be interested to see how that scales on a more of a mass level. So those are some of the things that I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out in 2020. And I wouldn't say that I have like necessarily a clear answer for that yet, which is why I want to see how that goes in 2020. One of the other big things that I think will be interesting is how they handle kind of internationalization, multi-site, multi-store. Right now, a lot of companies are doing multiple instances for different brands or for their international sites. So it'll be interesting to see if they do anything around that in 2020. They've also definitely made a big investment in, I think, augmented reality, virtual reality, also shipping and fulfillment. So it'll be interesting to see how those kind of really play out in 2020. I think you'll see more of that and that more integrated into their business. So I really think 2020 will be a year for Shopify to become a more fully integrated company. They already have payments. They obviously have e-commerce. Now they have a little bit more shipping fulfillment capabilities, warehousing capabilities. They have the POS. So I think you'll see Shopify in the 2020 year become more of like a full stack, e-commerce or just transactional platform for businesses to grow on. So yeah.